front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns.
On the set. 56 is the mic. Blue down, blue down.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Bo Scarborough. His 5th touchdown now on the as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Black 15!
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Scarborough. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Scarborough. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, Orbit.
From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 40. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
180, 380. Let's get that ball, team. Let's get that ball.
On first down, Bernard. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
0. 22 by 22. Watch the crowd.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll run. Anderson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Easy.
So they'll try again with Anderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Rocket.
22, back 22.
Rivers to throw it. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Broncos. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up.
Size good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run. This is Scarborough. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, wahoo.
On third down, Palmer. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Well, here we go on 4th down. Palmer. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now they try the right side here. Sua Craven's up to make the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 38.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Check 56. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now.
3rd and 2, now Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Palmer. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rivers now from the 50. And he gets it to C.J. Anderson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
12. 22.
Now Rivers. And this is caught by Allen for a Denver touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready up.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now it's Palmer. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, let's get some penetration. Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down, Palmer. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Ready, Brick.
Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hey, weapon. Hey, high 7.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Palmer. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Kill, turn up. Check X3, 218, chop.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The third down run gets them nothing. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Hey, Delta.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I got it.
Now Palmer on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Palmer. This one complete to Ingram. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Team spill. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Hey, exit.
56.
Go.
6 right there, 56. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball.
Deep grip. Deep grip.
Again, it's Palmer. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away was the safety, Amani Hooker.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check in.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing Rivers. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
22.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
65, 65.
Ingram again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Hey, Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'll be back.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, orbit. Now.
SOS.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Got the connection here to Bourne. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Shoot. Here's Palmer. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Hey, wahoo! Now.
On third down, Palmer. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Go.
They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Palmer to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. They try again with Scarborough. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And Allen's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a give. Running right is Anderson. Oh, he's got a little C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Undercut, Greystone, travel. Hey, Charlie, look, squeeze. Check 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
On the set.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Out. Let go.
Throwing again. Palmer. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Now Palmer to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now. 15 lining. 15 lining. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Look at me. Door. Big grip.
Throwing now. Palmer on first down. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just tied in one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Palmer. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
4th down. Here's Palmer. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Set. 380. Load it.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Bawden, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's get off the field.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down, Anderson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 10th carry now for Anderson. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now it's Palmer. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double time. Double time. 4 down.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.